Hi and welcome to Keys Review. My name is Tom Quirk and today I'll be looking at this absolute beast, which is the Moog One. This model is the 16 voice polyphonic tri-timbral analog synth, but just to say there is an 8 voice model which looks exactly the same. Okay, so confession time. I'm predominantly a pianist, but I use multiple different keyboards for different shows, but never had the privilege of playing anything like this in my life. When I first opened the lid on the box, the thing actually frightened me. It has so many dials, so many buttons and so many knobs that I was worried that I might launch a missile from a submarine. But I have to say, once I switched it on, had a play around with the presets, I found the whole thing, the whole design, the whole layout to be very intuitive. The keybed feels great, and to be honest, it could have been made from nails and I would have still loved to have played it. Okay, so let's take a look at the different sections. Let's start with the triangle core oscillators. The Moog One has 3 newly developed triangle core analog voltage controlled oscillators, VCOs, which is for each voice. You can adjust the output of each oscillator by adjusting both the selectable triangle saw and also the width pulse wave. The Moog One oscillator section also features an analog ring modulation, hard sync and FM. The noise generator offers 3 combinations, red-white, red-purple and white-purple, and allows you to mix between these pairs. You can then contour the noise amplitude using its dedicated AD/ASR contour generator. Moog One offers a flexible analog mixer, providing volume controls and filter routing selections for each oscillator, noise generator, ring modulator, and an external audio input allows sound sources to be shaped by different filters. These can be done independently or at the same time. Okay, we also have incredible synth effects. Moog One features an evolving library of programmable per synth effects and master bus effects that include chorus, delay, phase, bit reduction, vocoding, and a suite of premium reverbs from Eventide, including black hole, shimmer, plate, room, and hall. Effects can be applied in 2 ways, as synth effects and master bus effects. Synth effects are applied to individual layers of timbres, while master bus effects can be applied via sends to all 3 synthesizers. Though its onboard effects are digital, Moog One retains a completely analog signal path with no inline conversations when the insert effects are off. You have a 61 keys Fatar TP8S keyboard with velocity and aftertouch, which is much needed to handle the evolving sounds of this synth. The keys are quite long and feel like they were designed for E.T.'s hands, and to be honest, he could have run home with this thing. To add to this, we have an aluminium pitch and mod wheel and an expression sensitive XY pad, which can be assignable to express and variable controls. The Moog One preset is a self-contained creative environment, meaning that you can save the parameter settings for all 3 layers of timbres, along with any adaptations you make to the arpeggiator, to the sequencer and to the mod settings. You can save these internally as well as on a USB drive, so you can take it to your mate's house to play on his Moog One. Another great feature is the snapshot button. This allows the Moog to easily capture and recall a time-stamped picture of a preset at its current settings. This removes the need to continually save presets while experimenting with new ideas. Okay, so in terms of analog and digital connectivity, we have 2 assignable pairs of stereo audio outputs. We have 4 assignable audio inputs with supports for XLR and 1/4 inch input. MIDI communication comes through a 5-pin DIN and USB. There are also 9 configurable CV inputs and outputs included, which also has expression and sustain inputs. There are also 2 headphone inputs on the front of this device. All the kit comes in a beautiful case made from wood and aluminium, and I have to say it looks absolutely stunning. It also has an OLED display which is really clear, and the menus are easy to navigate around. When playing this, you feel like you are playing something historical. Every time you load a preset, the sound changes. How you think musically and personally makes me compose in a different way. So, would I buy this? Well, it's not a cheap piece of kit, but if you've got around about 8 grand sat in the back of your pocket, then don't hesitate in buying it. Who is going to buy this? Well, I'd say any musician. The sounds on it are so stunning that you don't really need any keyboard skills to make something beautiful from it. It's wonderful for composition, live sets and studios. Honestly, the most breathtaking synth I've ever had the pleasure of playing. I would love to have had this longer. I've only had it a few weeks, but I've fallen in love with it. I want to go through all the presets and details, but unfortunately my time is up with this thing. So, Moog, if you have a spare one of these lying about, please send it to me, because I'd love to review it again. Anyway, I hope this review has given you an insight into the product, and please subscribe, hit like, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Keys Review.